What's going on, folks? We got UFC Fight Night, Adesanya versus Imavov. So coming up tonight, we also got, I got it playing in the background. Probably shouldn't do that. Making sure everything's up. Yeah. So right now, we have Said Nurmagomedov taking on Vicious Oliveira Lockdog. Now, Oliveira Lockdog, I think everyone has had their eye on. It is currently not quite the first round. We're just getting the intros. This is a bantamweight fight, and bantamweight is probably the best division in the UFC, bar none, I would argue. Even better than 155. So I'm really looking forward to this bout. Let me bring up the comments here. All right, perfect. Logan, yes, yeah. Shara will be up in a bit. My concern with the main three fights, you got Sergey Pavlovich and Zarzina Rozenstruik. You got Shara, Bullet, Magomedov, and Michael Venom Page. And then you have Israel Adesanya and Nassourdine Imavov. As much as I like all those fights on paper, they could end up being incredibly boring fights overall. You know, all of those people have had terrible, boring fights. Jairzinho Rozenstruik does it like routine. Shara, not so much. He is a forward pressure fighter. Michael Venom Page has had some awful and amazing fights in his career. Israel Adesanya has gotten to be more of a counter striker over time, but it hasn't served him well as it did for his initial style. He's adjusted his style, and it maybe almost doesn't work for him in a way. Anyway, we got Said Nurmagomedov taking on Vinicius Lockdog Oliveira. Now this fight is banging. I'm looking forward to it. All right, let me bring it up here. Proper sport. Yeah, they were playing ping pong earlier this week, table tennis. All right, first round is just underway. We're about 10 seconds into the first round here. Said Nurmagomedov coming in with the signature Dagestani, beautiful beard, beautiful haircut, no mustache as is tradition. Not sure entirely what the Dagestani tradition. Oh my God, a spinning back kick, and Oliveira goes down, pops right back up. Ooh, those solid leg kicks from Said Nurmagomedov really paying dividends. Almost every kick has affected Oliveira. So I was saying, I'm not sure about the Dagestani tradition of no mustaches, but I know from the Amish that the mustache is a sign of military, and therefore the Dagestani people don't wear it. Oliveira is very much a switch fighter, so sometimes he is coming in as southpaw, sometimes he is coming in as orthodox. Said has been switching stance quite a bit here. I wouldn't say that he's a switch fighter. I think he's just switching stances with his opponent. Takedown attempt from Said Nurmagomedov, and Oliveira is defending deftly. Oh, things with a lot of these Dagestani wrestlers, they are chain wrestlers. The first takedown, they're probably not going to get. The second, third, fourth attempt, you can't just keep defending forever, but Oliveira has done a solid job so far. He's now in the clinch, looking pretty solid. Leaning on him, making him carry his weight. Said Nurmagomedov being forced to carry the weight of Oliveira. Fighting for underhooks. Oh, fighting for underhooks. That is MMA, baby. God, those kicks from Said Nurmagomedov are so good. Potentially stopped due to an eye poke. Yeah. Crowd booing. The crowd is not super pumped with an eye poke interrupting the fight. Honestly, sometimes eye pokes happen. It's MMA. The gloves are bad. It looks like on this fight night we are using the old style gloves, which definitely were a little more common for eye pokes than their newer gloves. But the newer gloves did not allow for knockouts, basically. He's looking good. He's back in the fight now. Ain't nothing. Ain't a big thing for the man. 2 minutes left in round one at this point. Saeed again with those head kicks, but Oliveira is charging in. Overhands to counter it. God, those kicks from Saeed are so good. Oh, and a flying knee. Looking for a guillotine? Oh, man. Decent. Working from open guard, Saeed Nurmagomedov certainly in no rush. Oliveira not advancing position as well. Really just chilling here in guard. Oh, so it wasn't a punch that knocked him down. It was a headbutt from the looks of it. And then he followed up with the flying knee. Pretty cool. Pretty badass. Bang, bang. Saeed looking to get back to his feet. Oliveira is working for back control and landing knees to the glutes. Less than seconds. I think due to overall damage, my initial thought is Saeed Nurmagomedov may have just landed better. Even if he didn't have full control throughout all of the round, we are judging based on damage at this point. And those kicks were multiple times knocking Oliveira off of his feet. And just based on damage, which is now the priority in the triangle, starting from the top is damage, aggression, control time is kind of at the bottom. Based on that, I would say Saeed. Let me check Twitter and see if I'm way off. Yeah, okay. Most people agree with me. Sometimes you give your score and it goes up on MMAscores.com and you're the odd one out. I remember people were claiming that this one fight was such a robbery. The judges got it way wrong. Everyone in the media was unanimous, except for me, on who won that fight. So sometimes I'm just nervous to give my scores out. Sometimes you're just wrong. It is what it is. Sometimes you're just wrong. But yeah, Saeed Nurmagomedov taking the first round. Phil, great to see you. You are a legend combat sports today. Just, man, it's absolutely awesome seeing what you've done with that, Phil. Like, it has been absolutely the coolest. And like, I'll just go to you for news at this point. You know what I mean? See what's going on. I don't even know what's going on in Muay Thai and kickboxing, but I can catch up with you. Beyond Kickboxing does a good job to get the really big stories, major stories, but combat sports today's got it all. And thank you so much for your work, Phil. You're the man. Also, if you want to jump into the stream, send me a note on Twitter. I'll pop you in here, bro. It is so much easier with the second person. Said Nurmagomedov working in the clinch, probably trying to go for a takedown as the over-under, and Oliveira has managed to reverse him. 345 of round 2 at this point. Most significant strikes of the fight have gone to Nurmagomedov overall. Nurmagomedov is growing as the betting favorite as the fight goes on. Nah, Phil, it's all you, bro. At this point, it's all you. I've barely done anything for 6 months. It has been all you. Like, I am going to you for news, man. You are the guy in the news sphere at this point. I'm just sharing your stuff. I gotta catch up. It's been a really busy 6 months for myself. I mean, Kick Weekly and Fight Weekly were the shows, and I don't think I've done them in 6 months. But in that time, I went to like the Scottish Highlands, went to Canada, I went to the Netherlands, I went to Croatia twice for some stuff. I went to Saudi Arabia, and I just got back from Ghana. But now I'm back into like normal routine, and I'm just trying to get caught up. But I'm hoping that the Kick Weekly and Fight Weekly will be back this week. But you gotta know, man, Phil, I am using you as my newsman. Yeah, don't worry about it, bro. You can stay in bed. You're out in the West. I see you, Lewis Collins, MMA. Appreciate the support, bro. I see you there. Oh, I think I just got kicked out of Fight Pass. Hang on. Oh, man. Why did I get kicked out of UFC Fight Pass? Now I can't watch the fights. All right. Well, you know what that means. We're just going to have to find some stream somewhere. If I can't watch on Fight Pass, where can I watch it? If only there was any other way. Who knows? Who knows? All right, stream is back. Definitely legit. Potentially another, what do we got here? Eye poke there? Jeez. So the way they practice, sometimes you're using the big gloves during practice for Muay Thai and kickboxing and boxing for that sort of stuff, and a lot of the counters come off like that. So sometimes when you're in the little gloves, you get the fingers splayed out. It is just striking habits. And Boss Rutan had some interesting ideas about that as well, because he was saying back in Pancrase, and bare knuckle for that matter, eye pokes didn't really happen. Pancrase was completely bare knuckle with open palm strikes like that. So it was kind of slapping, but they were hitting with the wrist. And then bare knuckle, of course, is bare knuckle. Don't see a lot of eye pokes in that, mainly just due to the techniques. It usually comes when you're trying to parry or when you're trying to counter, what you see in high levels of the UFC, especially in a bantamweight division. Phil, sick background. Yeah, bro, I can show you how to get it. It is no problem, my brother. That is easy stuff to get your hands on one of these. Lewis Collins, MMA, appreciate you, bro. You just had a baby a few weeks ago. You got a horse as well, man. You're a busy guy. I understand. By the way, Lewis Collins, MMA, this whole thing was your idea. I only learned how to stream live on YouTube because you told me to. I'm only here because you told me to, bro. It's hard with one person. All right, let's see. Ash, my guy. So Ash is the co-founder of Catholic Sports, and he is at the Boxer event in London right now with one of my colleagues from Beyond Kickboxing, which is very cool. I'm just talking to him. Okay, end of round 2. I was talking to you guys. I was talking to chat, so I didn't get a chance to see much of the fight. From the looks of things, I don't think I missed much. Let me check what the old Aaron Bronster has to say. Oh, also my stream crashed on UFC Fight Pass, which is just annoying. Okay, probably tied going into the final round. That does make it pretty fun. Every time you hit him in the body, he can barely breathe. He's really got to bring back those kicks, but kicks across all sports are the heaviest usage of cardio in terms of striking. The most tiring thing you can do is definitely a takedown attempt, and Saeed probably slowing down because he's barely got any successful takedowns in this fight. But his favorite strike is the kick, so everything he does is going to be absolutely exhausting, and you can see that he is an amazing first round fighter. Second round is beginning to fade, and third round we're just kicking off right now. Ooh, Lock Dog coming in with heavy combinations. Saeed tried a head kick and fell. Ooh, we got some action here. Lock Dog Oliveira working from top control. Saeed Nurmagomedov looking to wall walk, but having a little bit of trouble because he's going to get punched in the face and kicked in the body. Looking for a single leg, which will help him either take control on the ground or help him back to his feet, turning him into the cage. Very slick. God, Saeed Nurmagomedov on the ground. Just so slick sometimes. Those elbows are looking good. Saeed Nurmagomedov looking to get up from a Lock Dog, but Lock Dog giving him absolutely no space to get up off the ground here in the third round, 2 minutes away. I think Saeed is absolutely exhausted from the takedown attempts, the heavy kicks that he was throwing. Oh, we got a front headlock getting locked in here. Oh my God. That is a brutal submission if you can get it. If Lock Dog can get it locked up. It's not quite tight enough to get Saeed in trouble, but Lock Dog knows what he's doing. He's got the ankle tied up, and that's very good. Punches against the cage, yeah. So the submission attempt was not successful, but you still get, on judging, attempts to finish the fight are the most important thing, right? Damage and to attempts of finishing the fight. So even if you try for an armbar and don't succeed, or try for a headlock, that is judged very heavily. Now, I think Oliveira could have landed knees to the ground of the knees to the head of a grounded opponent there due to the recent rule changes, but he hesitated. So I'm not sure if fighters are fully aware of what the current rules are as you travel around the world. All right, we're back on the feet now. Will this go the distance? Yeah, I mean, we're 2 minutes left in the fight. Yeah, probably. Both fighters look absolutely exhausted at this point. Saeed Nurmagomedov's kick looks so labored. Hands down. Come on, this is bantamweight. You can't be fighting like this in the third round. But they're windmilling at each other. Spinning back fist, defended no problem. Lock Dog is still coming forward and aggressive despite the exhaustion. Beautiful spinning back kick. Lands. Dun, 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 dun. Oliveira looking pretty good here in this round. Both are exhausted. Another takedown attempt from Said Nurmagomedov, but not successful at all. He flops on the ground, and the takedown is defended. Boys got to work on their cardio. Come on now. Unless anything dramatic happens, this fight probably goes to Oliveira for the past 2 rounds. I think he's in control of the 3rd round pretty solidly. Had a good choke attempt going on. Yeah, there's got to be Lock Dog's fight there. I don't think that's enough performance-wise or name value-wise for him to really break into the top 15, especially given how competitive everything is at 135 pounds, right? I really do like him. He's a highlight reel machine. He has an exciting style. He goes offensively without too much thought to defense. And that always makes for a very exciting fight. But you just want to see him do a little bit more, especially in this deep division here. Let me check the rankings. UFC rankings. For 135 pounds. Okay, so the bottom end of the top 15 are Montel Jackson, Marcus McGee, Imon Zahabi, Tyler Phillips, Jose Aldo, and Mario Batista. Those are 15 to 10 right there. Would you put Lock Dog ahead of any of those guys? I don't know, maybe Montel Jackson and Marcus McGee, but I think our Lock Dog Oliveira's really got to get a nice win over one of these boys, you know. I forgot Montel Jackson's super good. Marcus McGee, yeah. Man, even the bottom 20 of this division is looking good, eh? Just stacked from top to bottom. Yeah, 29-28, 2 rounds to 1 across the board, unanimous. We have Vinicius Lock Dog Oliveira take the unanimous decision win. Interview here, we got a translator for Saudi Arabia and English and Portuguese from the looks of it. Bypass stream crashed. That's okay. Lock Dog is looking to go from Said Nurmagomedov to Umar Nurmagomedov. Bro, that is a jumping competition. I'm talking about the bottom 15, and he's talking about number 1 in the division. Good for him. It's ambitious. Yep, absolutely exhausted, he's saying, but had the push to never give up. And it showed in the fight. He was absolutely exhausted. And, you know, it's a really nice thing to see. A nice feature in a fighter that they can be completely on their last limbs, on their last legs, completely exhausted. Their cardio is done, their body is done, and they still find a way to push forward. That willpower. That, even if you don't have perfect cardio, perfect technique, that ability to never quit is an incredible feature to have in a fighter. And Vinicius Oliveira might have that. – Oh yeah, it's me. Who's in the house? We got celebs. Abdu Roshik. I don't know who the heck that is. Zack Snyder? Yeah, I know who that is. I'm a huge DC Comics fan, so unfortunately I know who Zack Snyder is. The Justice League cartoon from when I was like 5 years old. A rewatch just a few years ago. The Justice League cartoon and Batman the Animated Series are better than the entire billion-dollar DC extended universe. They should have thrown it in the trash years ago. I know that they're relaunching it, but how many more times are you going to relaunch it? I even owned most of the DC Comics for the last couple generations. Really like Justice League, of course, really like Batman and the Court of Owl series. Just incredible stuff. Had a bunch of graphic novels. I had quite a collection of comic books, but something about the DC extended universe of movies just kind of made me exhausted from it. The cartoon, Justice League Unlimited, what else was out there? Teen Titans. Like these were just, Young Justice, Batman the Animated Series, of course. Just makes you think, like, how the hell did you screw this up? Think of like Batman vs Superman, right? Did Shara fight already? No, coming up in half an hour, I would say. Probably half an hour from now, or maybe 45 minutes from now. Shara has not fought yet. Think about something like Batman vs Superman, which has a graphic novel, award-winning, incredible graphic novel, written decades ago. It's an animated movie in 2 parts. Award-winning, incredible animated movie. Has a real-life movie that sucks. How did you mess up Batman vs Superman? It is the easiest slam dunk in the universe. The 2 most popular figures, maybe in superheroes for the last 80 years, going against one another on the big screen for the first time. And you're just adapting a story. You're not even making a new story. How'd you screw that up? That was the easiest thing. You could get anyone who's not even a director, who's not even a screenwriter. You get a bunch of amateurs on this, and they can do a better Batman versus Superman. Sorry, I hope Zack Snyder's enjoying the fights. Hope he's having a great time in UFC Saudi Arabia. Have fun, Zack. I did like 300, I will admit. I don't know what else he did. Phil, I'll join after my bowl of pho. Seriously? Bro, let's go. Bro, let's do it, man. Also, take your time. I know it's early out in the US or wherever you're at, bro. But yeah, jump on, man. Finally, we don't have to talk about the UFC. Finally, we can start talking about Naoki Yoshinari in one championship. What the real bros want to talk about. There's no rush. I think I do have some other guys joining as well in a bit. But who really knows? Okay, let me update the fight ticker at the bottom. What do we got? Sergey Pavlovich versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik. All right, Jairzinho Rozenstruik, I have known people in his sphere for quite a while. With kickboxing, of course. Someone who is Surinamese Dutch is very much par for the course. There's a lot of Surinamese Dutch people at kickboxing, and he was a decent kickboxer. You can often see photos of him having dozens of championships on him, and they're all legitimate. It's just not the highest level. Most championships in kickboxing are not super notable, to be honest with you. And if you are a person who's over 250 pounds and you start kickboxing today, it is not the most competitive thing in the world. We just had an 8-man heavyweight glory Grand Prix, and a lot of people were commenting on like, who the heck are like, there's like 5 good guys here. And now they're doing a 32-man Grand Prix, and most of them are light heavyweights, to be honest with you. So what I'm saying is, like Jairzinho Rozenstruik, you too can become a kickboxing world champion. But a lot of people in the Netherlands who are Surinamese Dutch, I asked them, like, is it hard being a fan of Jairzinho Rozenstruik? They were like, oh yeah, it is exhausting. Next fight. Let's update it. It's Sergey Pavlovich, but he also runs forward, Sergey Pavlovich. There we go. And Sergey Pavlovich just like runs forward in a way. You know what I mean, man? he can just get hit. If he doesn't land first. So I'm trying to talk and do one other thing, and I don't even speak well. CST. All right, hopefully got some people coming in at the top of the hour. Okay, beautiful stuff. We got folks coming in. Interesting week for MMA. We had one guy worshiping. I mean, Bryce Mitchell. I'm a little bit proud that I broke that story after Luke Thomas had tweeted it out. But we were at Low Kick MMA. We were the first people to really tweet out that, not tweet out, to get a story out about Bryce Mitchell. And then just like a few hours later, Connor came out with the N-word against Habib. And the crazy thing is, like, if this was tennis or F1 or football or something like that, like, this would be huge front page news everywhere. And people would be having tons of requests about how these people should be handled and like what a blight on the sport it is. But in the UFC, the way that these athletes are looked at, this was kind of par for the course. Like, I still remember Bob Arum, really before MMA was legalized in every US state, especially before New York, way before New York. He said MMA was just a bunch of homosexual skinheads. Which is to say, they're a bunch of gay Nazis in MMA. And now, that was 20 years ago. Bob Arum was said that. We're 20 years on. Has it changed very much? Think about what happened this week. Has it really gotten that much better? Has it really improved? Send me the link, Phil. I sent it to you on Twitter, my brother. You're the man. Jump in when you're ready. There's no rush as well. But these kinds of weeks, maybe I'll send it to CS as well. I am going to put CS news. CS Combat Sports Today. I'm going to put Combat Sports Today news, both its Instagram. Actually, I'll just put the entire link tree down in the description below so y'all know who I'm talking to here. Now, how do can I edit right from here? This is actually my first time streaming. I can just put it right in the description. Look at that. Save that. I can do it right here. Oh, wait, I can't do it from here. I have to go to the external YouTube thing. But it's the kind of week in MMA where you got one guy supporting Adolf Hitler, that being Bryce Mitchell. You got another guy using the N-word casually. A white guy, by the way. And makes you start thinking about, like, what am I even doing in this sport? Like, I love combat sports, right? I've been in this for my entire life. Whether it be kickboxing or Muay Thai or MMA or whatever it might be, you know. And it's weeks like this that I start thinking about, like, should I start covering F1? You know, something like that, golf. Okay, let's get back to the fights here. I think we got the walkouts. Both men are in the octagon now. You got 250 pounds versus 250 pounds. 500 pounds going down in the octagon. My pass keeps crashing. Wildly different timing on these streams, like almost a full minute apart on some of these. See if any of these work. Oh, we got an intro here, and then on the other stream, we got the walkouts. All right, good enough. All right, so I was talking about Surinamese Dutch fighters, especially Surinamese Dutch kickboxers, extremely, extremely common in kickboxing, largely inspired, like Surinamese kickboxers like have had a rich history in the sport of kickboxing, and the sport of kickboxing wouldn't even be recognizable without Surinamese Dutch fighters. Ernesto Host, the guy who is kickboxing, the guy who... So the thing is that with Ernesto Host, the reason he's such a big deal is because he was kind of the proto kickboxer. He is the style that became K1 kickboxing, and he is the style that is still used largely today in kickboxing. So think about what K1 was. In 1993, you had UFC and Pancrase trying to figure out, like, what is the best martial art? UFC saying maybe it's jiu-jitsu, maybe it's wrestling. Pancrase was trying to do something with pro wrestling, and like, what if pro wrestling was real? K1 was asking, what is the best striking martial art? So we'll switch up the rules a bit. So we have karate, we got Muay Thai, we got European kickboxing, we got full contact kickboxing from the US, and boxing. We mix all these up. What becomes the best striking sport? And this was the question that K1 was trying to ask. The same question that the UFC was trying to ask with all martial arts. But they balance the rules. So a Muay Thai fighter would have maybe one rule against them that they can't use. The karate fighter would have a few rules that they recognize and maybe one new rule. So it should be an even playing field for all fighters. So what is the best striking sport? Just like in MMA, it is mixing all of them. Ernesto Host, before the first K1 event, had already won world championships in full contact kickboxing, in Kyokushin karate, and in Muay Thai. So he was already the mix of the best striking arts. It was like K1 was somehow made for him. Now, the first event was won by Branko Cikitic from Croatia. Just this same thing of just this wrecking ball superpower man who came from Muay Thai and European kickboxing. And now he would go on to train people like Mirko Krokop and today, and inspire others. Like Antonio Plazovac said that Branko Cikitic was his main inspiration, but yeah, Ernesto Host, Surinamese Dutch, and Remy Bonjasky, Surinamese Dutch. And that's why today in kickboxing, it's just, there's so many Surinamese Dutch fighters and Surinamese fighters. Okay, so Sergey Pavlovich is currently fighting Jairzinho Rozenstruik right now. We're about at the 3 minutes, 30 seconds of round number 1. Ooh, my order has been sent. We got a store coming up in the next little while. That is exciting. Yeah, Kafka Sports will have a store in the next little bit here. We're just testing the orders, making sure everything works as intended. We don't want to launch something and have it half work, which is why I was doing streaming earlier today. I like to test things before I do them. And now this is the main show. So far, this is a pretty typical Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Sergey Pavlovich has not tried his typical thing of aggressively running at his opponent, and Jairzinho Rozenstruik has done the typical thing of doing very little. This so far is a very heavyweight fight. This is a heavyweight MMA fight. I wish Sergey Pavlovich had a good overhand there, countering the jab. I wish you can see that the UFC sometimes makes efforts on their divisions. See bantamweight, you can see lightweight, 155, 145. They really do make an effort to sign up and coming important talent in those divisions and really invest in those divisions. Even middleweight, to an extent, you can see in the last few years, they've really tried to invest in middleweight, and it's kind of worked. The top level has gotten a lot better. I wish they would make that same sort of push effort into heavyweight as well, because there's a lot of very talented heavyweight fighters who are just scattered across the globe, but the UFC isn't super interested in them. And the UFC's heavyweight division could use a small refresh. Another overhand lands from Sergey Pavlovich. The UFC heavyweight division could use a small refresh. Let me bring up the rankings here. But yeah, someone like Jairzinho Rozenstruik has been ranked there for like 10 years without any changes. Okay, where are we at? Heavyweight rankings. Actually, let me come back to that in between rounds. Sergey Pavlovich trips. Jairzinho Rozenstruik goes down due to a trip. And now Sergey Pavlovich is in top position, half guard. Probably looking to advance to side control and potentially full mount, but side control is kind of the meta at the moment. Full mount, you can get bucked off pretty easily with a bridge. So side control or half mount is kind of a great place to be. Randy Couture always liked half guard because he felt like he had more control on the hips and more stability on the ground. Oh, is that Phil? Is that Phil? What's going on, man?
Phil's here. Just made my coffee. Finished my bowl of pho. You know.
Fuck yeah, you did, man. Okay, so I put the links down below for combat sports and news today. But bro, where are you joining me from? Where are you at right now?
I'll pretty much say Boston, Massachusetts, baby. It is 1:30 over here, p.m.
Man, did you just get up? Did you just get out of bed?
No, I got up at like 4 in the morning, to be honest.
Wait, what do you do for it? What are you doing?
I just woke up. Like I was just already awake because I went to bed early last night. I had a long week of work, so I was just tired this week. I stayed up for the 172 press conference, so it was like 1 a.m. So I'm just catching up on sleep.
Those were good announcements. What do you think of the Japan card?
I heard about Nanaka just through rumors on social media, so I kind of knew that was coming because he already had his 4-ounce fight with shoot boxing a couple months ago. The one that threw me off was Kaito. Like I did not expect that one at all.
No, and Kaito is kind of, I'm happy to see him in there, and he has always been one of those like road dogs in a way. Like he'll go to Glory, he'll go to shootboxing, he'll go to Rise. But I am surprised to see him in one, just given their typical exclusive contracts, right?
Yeah, so apparently he's on a 1-fight deal. Same thing with Nanaka. And the other guy, and then the other guy, the other shootbox champion, Ryu say? Is that how you say it? I don't really follow shootboxing as much. Because you can't watch it over here.
So the only people who follow shootboxing are either into the ring girls or just super weirdos. But there's no.
Yeah, it's a cool promotion if I can watch it.
Yeah. So it's like it's kickboxing, but you can do standing submissions as well. So it takes up this weird space of like, if someone is an all-time shootboxing great, should they be ranked to kickboxing? And like, we talked about it at Beyond Kick one day, and none of us actually knew. Like, if that happens, I don't know what we're supposed to do in this case.
Yeah, the only guy I know there's Kaito, and then whoever comes out there on One Friday fights sometimes. And
but yeah, really them coming to... Sorry, say that again.
No, that's really about it. Like, Kaito's the only guy that I really keep up with.
I was once asking about... what was it? Shootboxing and its ring girls. And I made a joke about them just being like, is this a lingerie company at this point? And something with shootboxing is a lot closer to a modeling company than like,
really?
Yeah. So it's something weird of like the fights are kind of just the in-between things for their modeling agency. Like it's a part ownership of, it's something super weird. But like looking at the ring girls, it's actually not a surprise that it might just be a bunch of strippers.
It might be, to be honest. Hey, you got to grab the attention of some people. You know what I mean? Anything for attention.
Hey, that's the thing we're talking about here. Okay, so we got the heavyweight fights going on. It is a heavyweight MMA fight, isn't it?
Yeah, surprisingly, this won't be surprised. It doesn't go all. Does go all 3 rounds.
Oh, we
Actually,
got your
just put-
main here.
Oh, yo.
What's going on, brother?
What's up?
I appreciate the T-shirt.
Oh, yeah. Love the t-shirt.
I have the Izzy shirt, but I gotta wash it, so I ain't gonna wear it on stream.
Wait, hang on. I don't know if I need the background of the music now that I got three guys here. I don't know. What should we do with the
I like it like this. You know what?
I like
you
the
don't have to show
background.
my headline.
I will turn up the music then, and that's good to go. Man, appreciate you guys joining me. This makes it so much easier. All right, Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Sergey Pavlovich, they're heavyweight MMAing right now.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? What do you guys think?
I don't
Kind
know.
of just tune in right now. I seen Jairzinho get dropped in the first round.
Yeah.
Other than that, Sergey's just on top, ground and pounding. I feel like Sergey lost his kind of like his aura after like the Tom Aspinall fight, and then he just got pieced up by Volkov the next fight. Because I remember like he was like the destroyer. Like what was he had like 4 straight first round knockouts?
Yep. Thing is, like, he was. I don't know, Jermaine. What do you think? What do you make of it?
He was fighting cans. I think Taito Ivas is a can. All right. I think Derek Lewis at this age is somewhat of a can. He's knocking out cans. Okay.
Yep.
And once he fought that next level, we saw what it was with him. Jairzinho, I think he's undersized for heavyweight. He's always undersized. So I don't know. It is what it is. Sometimes he gets lucky. He's power, but Pavlovich can easily win this, and he is doing it.
He's like 6'9", 250 pounds. What are you talking about? Undersized for how big do you want these heavyweights to be?
Who, Jairzinho?
Jairzinho?
Yeah. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Is he
Jairzinho's under. I say he's a little guy. I mean,
Get
they
out.
say Biggie Boy, but compared to all the other heavyweights, he always looks like a little guy.
Okay, let me
Yeah, he's
check.
the mini boy in the heavyweights.
What? Is he really? I thought he looks huge.
I mean, if you compare him to the other heavyweights, I mean, he's smaller. Like Taito Ivas is not that big heavyweight. He's just fat,
No.
really.
Not authorized to view this page. I think I've been banned from the UFC. But yeah, one thing that I was getting at, and then I'm so happy you guys joined, but like the UFC needs to invest into a new generation of heavyweight, because you've had guys there like who are you mentioning? Derek Lewis and Jairzinho Rozenstruik and Taito Ivasa have actually been ranked for like 10 years with very little movement, and they have not made a huge effort to sign guys. Like, you got to think of like sign the top 3 guys from KSW, sign the top 3 guys from here, sign the top 3 guys from, you know, different promotions, and really get some new blood at heavyweight. But yeah, they just kind of haven't, have they?
Well, the thing is, the heavyweights isn't that great outside of UFC either, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
Let's feel the freeze, but like I seen his performance against Augusto Sakai. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know about this. And then like there's an Anatoly Malikin who got beat by Rug, and are any of those guys really
No.
like? You guys
Rug
really
Rug's
push
so bad.
Malikin's like best wins are against like I guess you could say Cans in one championship, and then Rainier the Ritter, who's a middleweight now.
That was a good fight.
Yeah, he beat his ass twice. I felt bad for the guy. Took both his titles.
I really do want to like Rug because I like him and like his background, but man, is he ever not a cool, good fighter?
I mean,
Oh,
this Francis obviously like everybody wants Francis back in the UFC.
So with his contract might be up with the PFL in 2025. So I don't know. I think there's maybe an opportunity, but if he keeps getting 20 million in boxing, I don't know if he's going to want to go back. But hopefully the
GFL.
UFC wants him.
We're gonna see Francis in the GFL.
Dude, you can argue that the GFL has a better heavyweight division than PFL.
You might be right, actually.
Are they juicing over there? Just let me know.
I'm pretty sure that you're allowed to. I don't think they're.
No test.
I'm pretty sure there's no tests.
And isn't Vadim Nemkov a free agent too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I put a post out there, and then like, yeah, Sean O'Connell saying, well, technically he's not. I'm just like, well, he said he is, so who's lying?
Mm.
What I mean, Sean O'Connell probably knows better than me, but like, Okay. So is he or not?
Vadim
I thought he was.
Vadim was in 2 interviews saying that. Oh, yep,
Okay, Biggie
round.
boy.
I mean, Biggie Boy used to be in kickboxing too.
Yep.
I think he beat Benjamin Adebui. Is that how you say his
Yeah,
last name?
maybe I'm crazy thinking he's undersized.
No, you're not crazy. I think the same thing too.
Oh, yeah, so we got some comments. Yeah, 6'2", 250 pounds, big enough. Someone was saying, bring back Ben Rothwell. Yeah, looking at the GFL heavyweights, Frank Mir, Junior Dos Santos, that Cuban kickboxer, Alan Belcher, Fabricio Verdum. I don't know. There's not that many talented.
Robelis de Spain is over there.
Yeah, it's not a super talented heavyweight division. And I don't know, like you said, Phil DeFries, and he's so far ahead of the KSW guys. I like Ben Rothwell. He's cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's a character. I like him. But like,
shout out to all the Wisconsin fighters.
Mm-hmm. He's from Kenosha, right?
Yep.
Beautiful jab.
Tim, what minute are you at right now?
I'm so far behind you guys.
What about you, man?
I'm at 240.
All right, me and him on the same page.
Yeah, I figured you guys were. You guys were saying stuff. I need to find a better legitimate stream. Am I right? Totally legit.
What happened? Do I fight pass? Where are you from, Tim? You live in the UK now, right?
Yeah. So I think it's through. So I put my fight pass to Canada and put on my VPN, but then it seemed to have figured out what I was doing and kicked me out. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I take back what I just said. I'm in, and it's legitimate.
So what are you at now?
217.
All right, 10 seconds ahead, but that's better than a minute.
That's weird. But yeah, we're good. We're laughing.
All right. We can finally, this is almost over. I just, I can't stand heavyweight MMA. It's the worst. How many heavyweight fights did they have on this card? Too many.
Too many.
There was an earlier one. Yeah, the first fight. The
Shamil Gaziev
versus Jamal
Hamdi.
Hamdi.
Yeah, I skipped that one. I was making coffee during that time.
Good choice.
And then Shamil, I think it's Gasayev. I think that's how you say his last name. I forgot. Yeah. And then he knocked out Thomas Peterson in the first round.
Oh yeah.
Then you got this fight.
And I gotta say, this fight sucks.
It's just the issue, man. Like I'm pretty sure you see my tweet. It's just like, well, Jay tweeted it out. Who's just like, I remember the times when heavyweights used to get knocked out in the first round, and now like everybody's a decision machine over here now.
Yeah. Man, combined weight 500 pounds, and these guys are doing this. Come on.
I don't know. I just feel like Sergey's conservative now. Ever since he got blasted by Tom Aspinall.
Mm-hmm.
And like from where we used to be at one point in MMA, we're like, we got some.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
Nice one. Good counter. Good timing. Yeah, you guys are 10 seconds ahead of me. Why?
I just think we're down bad in heavyweight.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, they're going for it.
All right. Now not the people's main event. I'd say Izzy's fight is definitely the people's main event.
What do you think, Phil? What are you more looking forward to?
I'm nervous for Izzy, so I'm looking forward to seeing MVP fight.
The odds says it's close, man. That makes me nervous. Usually when the odds are close, maybe Imavov could take it. I don't know. But I'm personally excited for Shara versus MVP. But I'm scared that fight might just be like, they might just look at each other and kind of just play back and forth, freaking bouncing back and forth.
Well, that's what I was saying when I kicked this off. I'm like, here's the main 3 fights. All 3 main fights might be absolutely awful. Like you've got Michael Venom Page, who sometimes is like the most cool guy ever. And sometimes he does absolutely nothing. Israel Adesanya, same thing. Sometimes he just does nothing.
Yeah,
Sergey
like
Pavlovich. Yeah.
the Romero and Izzy fight was horrendous.
Oh, one
I
for
was
the ages.
I told my boys, yo, we gotta go to the bar, man. Izzy's fighting, and he's fighting Romero, the soldier of God. And then they go there, just like, shit. Phil, what'd you tell us to come out for?
You got the MMA Foo calling you out in the comments. MVP time.
Yeah.
Hey, Foo.
What up, fool?
I think MVP is gonna knock Shara out. That's my pick.
I co-sign with you on that. It's the only thing that gives me pause is the size. But if they were the same size, I would pick MVP easily. But yeah, I think he actually wins pretty easily. I agree with you, man.
It's a one-off too for him. He's only going up to middleweight just for this fight, then he's going back down.
Good for him. Prize fighter.
The thing about that fight is like, is MVP gonna show up like when he fought Paul Daly?
Man.
You know what's fucked up? I watched that fight live.
It was so bad. Bellator actually used to promote, and like all of us used to watch all the time, even those kinds of fights. But it was the fight was so funny because they were like the two best strikers in London. It's so important. They're both from London. We're gonna put this fight in fucking Arkansas or some shit.
It was in Connecticut.
Connecticut.
The only thing that's good for Connecticut is the 2 casinos they have, and that's it.
And then
Fox
they grappled the whole
Mohegan
time.
Sun.
Georgie's in the house.
Turkey.
Turkey and Cristiano Ronaldo.
You think any MMA heavyweights are gonna go to the Glory 32-man heavyweight tournament?
That's a good question, actually. Any send-offs from the
It's
UFC
literally
like
just light heavyweights going up. It's like, I don't like it.
Well, I was wondering where they're going to find 32 guys. Like I think they could probably start recruiting a lot more Americans, people from South America. There's probably a dozen more European decent heavyweights, but 32?
Like if Glory's gonna do that, they might as well talk some shit. You know what I mean? Hey, we're gonna have 32 heavyweights from any sport. Just say the fucking names. That's what I'm saying. Just say, Francis, if you're the best heavyweight in the planet, you will come right in. Just say it.
I love it. That's the same offer that one was trying to do for do you remember the open weight Muay Thai Grand Prix? And they're like, yeah, Francis might be in it. He's definitely not.
There was only one person that was interested. Or two. It was Rodtang and Alistair Overeem. And then like, we're not seeing that.
Man, to this day, I would still watch Rodtang versus Alistair Overeem. It would be disgusting, but come on.
I don't know that they're really testing one, so you know.
We got Ubereem back to fight Rodtang. Oh, that's what I was talking about. The heavyweights we used to have back in the day. Pride was really just heavyweight and 205. And then K1, again, same thing. It was just heavyweights. How good were those guys when they weren't testing? You know what I mean? Like at this point, I'm thinking like they should just let the heavyweights do as much juice as they want, you know?
I think about those days, man. Those days were beautiful. Now I'm just like, you know, we had this conversation. It's not just MMA. It's also like every other freaking sport. Like maybe boxing is probably the best example of heavyweight combat sports, but like kickboxing, like Glory's kind of like boring in my opinion when it comes to heavyweights because Rico's just on top. K1, let's not get started with K1. Like, oh my fucking god, like we literally brought back Jerome LeBanner. Like, what are we doing? One's kickboxing in heavyweight is terrible. There's only one champion, and then the other guys got released.
Yep.
Ryzen, they get in sumo wrestlers. I'm kind of with it. I'm not gonna lie, but you know that's just the state of heavyweight in most freaking combat sports.
No, I agree with you entirely. Let him juice. Jermaine, what are you thinking?
No, I'm with the juice, man. Everybody's juicing anyway. All right, so just keep it on the up and up. Like, just say you can only juice certain amounts. You know, just test where they're at, where their testosterone is at, and you know, just say it's cool. I say you should let most athletes, like, if baseball brought steroids back, like on the up and up, and they were just home run after home run every night, dude, baseball would be awesome again. Like, let's just bring back steroids, man.
Man, we could have it sponsored by Bosco. Like, fuck it, let's just do it. We don't need to hide this anymore.
There should be like a certain age limit too. There ain't no way a 20-year-old should be taking steroids, but like, maybe like what 32, 33. Like, yeah, you guys can take this shit. Take it now. Save the sport.
Man, I was talking to Randy Couture, and I was joking about. You remember the TRT era where like Vitor and Dan Henderson were doing TRT, and I was telling Randy that like those guys are just a walking billboard advertisement for TRT, and it made me as a 17-year-old boy want to do TRT. And Randy was like, "Tim, at 17, you better not be doing TRT. Like that means you need to like." You're going to see a doctor for the rest of your life. And I was like, thanks, Randy, for taking my joke and throwing it in the garbage. But yeah, thanks.
Lighten up, bro. Come on, man.
Lighten up, Randy.
Speaking of Vitor, his son's like a 4-star quarterback recruit.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, there was I forgot what page did it, but it was like a big football page. It was like son of like MMA world champion. I'm like, who? I don't want to fall. Like, it better not be for like LFA or something. And then I look, I'm like, oh, Vitor. Vitor's son's a 4-star quarterback. I think he's going to like the Virginia Tech or something like that.
Okay, I'm Googling it. Davy Belfort.
Yeah, Davy
Virginia
Belfort.
Tech. He doesn't look anything like. He actually doesn't even look like Vitor, but here we are.
I think he looks more like his mom.
Oh, yeah, he does too. I didn't know this.
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Hey, man, you fuck with him on the field, that boy already got hands. He already posted his boxing videos.
Davy Belfort. He's big.
What is he, like 6'1"?
It's a proper size, right?
Mm-hmm.
He might be like around 5'11" to 6'1".
Oh, no, he just looks massive. Yeah, 5'11", 188 pounds. He's actually just like a meat. Kind of a
How
normal
old
size
is he?
He just signed, so I think he's like 18 or 19.
Okay. So maybe he'll get a little taller. Maybe. Hopefully.
You know, Dana's gonna love those guys who have their family lineage.
Yep.
I know Bella Mir. I think what is she, like some NIL deal or some shit like that?
Yeah, she's actually quite good, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She's like 4-0.
Brock Lesnar's kid, very good wrestler as well.
Dude, his kid's on steroids. I don't care.
I knew kids in high school that were on steroids, so like I don't put it past anybody.
Yeah,
his kid's got some badass names. It's like Duke and then Turk. I'm just like, all right, that just sounds intimidating already. And then the dude's like, the 18-year-olds are like juiced up.
Wait, let me ask you guys. Michael Venom Page here doing the walkout. Why doesn't he have a flag? Was there something I missed?
I don't understand that.
He's from the UK, isn't he? Or he's like maybe Jamaican UK, but still, like that's fine.
Didn't everybody else come out with a flag, right?
Yeah, he's the only one on the fight card without a flag.
Like they typically do that for people from, you know,
Russia?
Afghanistan or Taiwan or something like that. But like, is there something controversial about the UK or Jamaica that I missed?
I don't think.
Is there a problem with the UK and Saudi Arabia that I'm missing out?
Maybe. But he got a visa. Like it's not like they're going to be surprised to be like, hey, what flag is that? No.
I don't follow any politics, so somebody enlighten me.
Yeah, me either.
Okay, someone's got to be talking about this on Twitter.
It's too divided with politics.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shara's got his flag.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be the more controversial country? No, we don't want to get into it. Actually, that might get us more viewers.
Wait, are they in a smaller arena, right? Yeah, the last one with Robert Whitaker and what's his name? Akram Alaskarov. Is that his name, right? Yeah. Ikram Alaskarov. Yeah, they were in a bigger arena.
Let's
go. You are right.
It's gonna be a good fight.
The Pirate versus Venom.
Yeah, I think they're in the smaller one.
So we got Saudi Arabia cards, Dubai cards now, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's like at least 2-3 of them per year, if I'm correct.
2 each or so.
There's always one in October in Dubai. Not Dubai. What was it? Not Saudi Arabia. What was the other one?
UAE.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, Fight Island. Oh, I miss Fight Island. The Fight Island era was so much fun.
Dude, you telling me? This is when I discovered how to stream it on Discord. You know, if you know, you know. The homies
how'd
throw
that go?
down.
How's your
The
Discord
homie.
now?
Oh, I still do it. I'm just lazy. I'm just like, I just don't feel like getting on my computer. I just rather watch it on my TV.
Ben, seriously, you were streaming it on Discord and you didn't get banned? Holy shit.
Well, if you're not, I'm not over here like promoting it to everyone. I'm just like, yo, homies, throw down $10, and then we all can watch it together.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. That's hey, Ben, hit us up.
I did it not too long ago. We watched. So my friend actually bought. So I let him use my ESPN account. You know, and I was watching a different way. Let's just put it as that. So
Don't worry
he was he hit me up. He was like, "Bro, I'm gonna buy the pay-per-view on your account," and I was like, "Using my card? Like, you won't let me know? That's $80 down the drain. Like, you can't just say like I'm buying it and not tell me later. Say no, I put my PayPal." I was like, "All right, I think it's 2 users per ESPN Plus." So I was just able to enjoy it, just watch for free.
That's
that reach is interesting. It's interesting. 6 inches that he's got on him.
God damn.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Again, if they were the same size, MVP easily. But given the size,
MVP's got the reach advantage.
Wait, what? I read it backwards. Holy shit.
MVP's got 6 inches.
Oh my god.
Pause.
He's so cool.
Yeah, pause.
No Diddy. No, I love how like most MMA fans are fans of MVP now because they was bashing on him when he was in Bellator. They're like, "Oh, MVP's fine." I'm like, dude, aren't you the same motherfucker that was talking shit about him when he was in Bellator?
Man, there was a time, and MVP is a really good example of it. Bellator could actually build some stars in the industry, and MVP obviously was their biggest star. But like, I know a lot of people. Yeah,
they just fumbled it, to be honest. They had so many star-making fighters.
Yep.
I mean, come on, look at Chandler. Like, I know he doesn't have the best record in UFC, but he's always performing. People just love watching him fight or love to bash on him.
Oh yeah, Michael Chandler, Eddie Alvarez, like they actually had some bangers on bangers on bangers. But yeah,
Eddie Alvarez,
like by the
with BKFC now. I'm happy to see him do well.
Cristiano Ronaldo's in the booth. Oh no, he's not in the booth. He's just ringside. So when I was at the Ngannou fight in Riyadh, Ronaldo was there, and I went and asked, could I interview Ronaldo? And they were like, Tim, we don't even speak to Ronaldo. No.
Wow.
Don't even look at Ronaldo.
Don't even look at him. All right. Look at that.
At least you tried. You know what I mean?
You got to ask. Aggressive fainting coming in from Michael Venom Page.
I wish the UFC would book more matches like this. Like, you just know it's gonna be a fun fight. Hopefully, at least.
Yeah, you hope. Right now, so far, just leg kicks.
Wide ass stance. Traditional for Michael Venom Page.
The thing I love about MVP is his confidence, just like hands down, just bouncing around. Like, hit me, I dare you. You know what I mean?
Man, he's so cool. Maybe the best highlight reel fighter in history. He's up
that Nita Cyborg was crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keeps me up at night.
And the most disrespectful celebration, the Pokemon. I'm like, God,
is that the Pokemon one?
Yeah, this one Pokemon Go was hot.
I remember that. I was so mad at him. Like how disrespectful. And now it's super cool.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Do something. Oh.
Beautiful work.
So not much action. It'll be easy to score these rounds.
Yeah, that's got to be MVP so far. He's the only one who's landed, right?
Yep.
Yeah. As of right now, I got MVP winning. It's not much, but it's the most effective, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, MVP shooting for a takedown? What is going on? Oh, never mind.
Ooh. He said he was going to get first round choke submission. It was like a -2,000 or something like that on the betting odds. No, plus 2,000 or something like
Plus
that.
2,000, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
plus
sure MVP has a submission by a knee bar.
No way.
Yeah, I actually when I went to my first Bellator event, the first fight I walked into was MVP doing a knee bar. I think it was on Jeremy Holloway.
Michael Venom page. I genuinely didn't know that. Yeah, 3 submissions. Achilles heel. Yeah, Jeremy Holloway, just like you said.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Never seen that in my life.
He's too fast.
He's good.
Yeah, even at his age too. I think he's 39, right?
Oh yeah, he's way
I think he's 37.
Damn.
Shara's just I think he's still in his 20s. Like late 20s at least.
Yeah.
He's got Shara guessing.
Funny enough.
Oh, this is interesting. Ooh, let's go.
Yep, vintage MVP right there. Who's it? Khabib's dad, Adumalov? Is that his name?
Aldumanap.
Yeah, he apparently Shara was saying that he kicked him out of the gym just because he didn't want to shave his head.
Oh, I read that the other day. What a weird thing.
Yeah, Khabib's dad's no joke, man. You follow his rules or you don't.
But also in the sport, like you want to shave the head just because you can get out of like chokes and stuff like that a little easier. It's kind of applicable to the sport.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. Yeah, this is an MVP fight all day. He's looking a few steps ahead.
Yeah, this is like the Kevin Holland fight.
Yep.
Man, Kevin Holland's already booked again against Gunnar Nelson.
Ooh, nice.
Yo, he ate that shit.
Yeah. He's much faster than we thought he was.
See, I'm actually watching this fight with no commentary, and it's actually way better.
Yeah, I got the sound off.
Yeah. No offense to the commentators. It's been years since I've really listened to.
I like Rozenstruik.
I like Rozenstruik.
I mean, there's certain commentary crews I just don't like listening to, but I put up with it anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for a Joe Rogan commentary, like I know he's gonna say it's locked in when it's really not.
The video games for the UFC were the most accurate to real life commentary because there's only like 5 things that those guys say.
I love the UFC 3 Undisputed. That was my favorite one of all time.
Was that the Anderson Silva cover?
Yeah, was it the front kick? Right?
Yeah,
it had pride in there, so like soccer kicks were,
Yeah, that was the best one
by far. That was Pride THQ. Yeah, by far the best one.
So there's like a mod that somebody's doing on PC. You can still play it, but he'll add like every other promotion. I forgot his name. I think it's like Undisputed something on Twitter. But he has a Discord where you can get every single mod and everything, like One Championship, Pride, whatever. Add it to that specific game. All you do is got to download on your PC. Ooh.
Matt, I thought I saw that. Someone on YouTube will put up like Takeru versus Rodtang in.
Yeah, that's legit. Like, that's real.
And I was like, what? But yeah, it was in the UFC game, so that must be it.
Man, I can't play any EA UFC games, man.
Ooh,
yeah, this is a masterclass.
He looks shook. Shara looks shook in there. He's never faced this before. He's undefeated, right?
Undefeated, 15-0.
He's about to lose that O.
And MVP picked it. Like he knew he could win this fight. He asked for this fight.
MVP was the underdog, right?
Yes, betting underdog.
Was it a big number or close?
Nah, no, not particularly, but
Okay, the live odds are even right now.
interesting.
You know what's fucked up about me where I live? So I'm on
Tell
the
me.
borderline of Massachusetts and Rhode Island, but like they both take two different sporting apps. But since I'm on the borderline, like the app tracks where I'm at, and I can't bet there because I'm in between two states.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
if I want to go bet in Rhode Island, I have to drive 10 minutes in, and then if I want to bet in Massachusetts, I have to drive 10 minutes in also.
Yeah, I getcha. I'm trying to do betting articles, and everything is so regionalized that I actually struggle sometimes. So I have to put my VPN somewhere in the US
Yeah,
to get
dude.
accurate results.
The thing that sucks too is like CST is actually like working with like BetStamp, and like they only do like pretty much Canada and US. I'm just like, damn, can't do nothing for the UK or Europe,
Yeah.
whatever.
That's sick that you guys are working with those folks, though. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's completely illegal in Wisconsin. So I
Is
never
it
even
really?
think about. Yeah, I can't do sports betting. I can do DraftKings and all that. That's why I was thinking if you guys wanted to do that, but you guys said it's illegal over there. So, so yeah, we
What?
can't even. Yeah,
So what
only
what
way
makes DraftKings different? Why is that okay?
I have no idea. Those
Funny
apps
enough,
like Prize Picks, we can do that, but we can't do sports betting. We can't like directly bet on a fighter or whatever.
What?
yeah, no, it's like Massachusetts just got legalized like last year, I think, or the year before. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, this is one-sided event here.
Really is. Beautiful work.
it's funny enough because DraftKings, yeah, just got legalized last year, and then it's funny enough the home of DraftKings, like the base is in Massachusetts. I'm just like, all right, so we just can't gamble over there. But it's nice over here because we got the sportsbook casino, so we have FanDuel, the Barstool ones, and then DraftKings.
That's cool. That's real cool.
What's
You know,
sick too?
I
Oh, you
saw
go.
that there was like a robbery in the first fight, and I saw that like Lorisenko tweeted like no, and somebody was like, tell the judges that Paige is Muslim. He converted. I'm like, oh yeah, he is Muslim.
That's right. Yeah.
I told my boy that he hit me up for bets. I'm just like, bro, to be honest, I'm not heavy into UFC like that anymore. Because like I follow other promotions now, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, well, if you're gonna pick anybody, pick the Muslim fighter because we're in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. When PFL was there, they brought the Mohegan Sun.
Yeah,
Do we know what the UFC brought? Because they had Sal Diamato out there. So they brought their own guys, but like, is it just the Mohegan Sun again?
for what? For what do you mean?
Like they bring their own athletic commission when they go to these places, and it's usually just the Mohegan Sun. But yeah, do we know if the UFC did?
I'm not sure. I'm not really into that stuff. I kind of not. I don't really follow that. I think all judging's corrupt. Shout out to my homie Angle, biggest pro wrestling YouTuber out there.
Oh word.
Seriously. And
Yeah.
go, how you doing, man? Hey, oh.
Covers every single wrestling promotion there is.
What's up?
Shout out Detroit.
I'm not a huge pro wrestling guy, but when it comes up on my feed, I forget the name, but the Japanese Professional Wrestling Organization for Women, outstanding.
What's the name?
Absolutely incredible.
Angle,
Like
you're still there.
zones.
Angle, you're still there. You know what it is.
I used to be a big wrestling dude. But once I started, I was like, I'm going to be a hardcore MMA guy. I didn't have time for it anymore.
Stardom or Marigold? That's what.
Yeah, Stardom. Stardom is the one I've seen a bunch, and that is some good stuff. That made me like come around to like maybe I should watch pro wrestling now. Dude, Stardom is amazing
because of pro wrestling. That's the reason why I'm such a big MMA fan now.
I remember Lucha Underground. I was getting into that for a little bit.
That shit was sick. I don't care anybody says. That's one of my favorite promotions I ever watched. Mm-hmm. It really had like it was like a cinematic like wrestling show, if I want to put it that way. Some of the guys over there are in WWE now.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Have you seen Penta?
Mm-hmm.
So he just
Penta's
made
over
his
there?
debut like 3 weeks ago, I think. Yeah,
Oh.
on Netflix. MVP is winning this fight, man.
Yeah, he's dominating, man.
Yeah. Not particularly close. This is an MVP masterclass. I don't know that Shar has really landed anything.
Hey,
Of
listen,
note. He's
the
getting countered.
judges just might favor Shara. You never know.
Ango, do you want to jump in, by the way, man? The more the merrier.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The head back a little bit. Let's go.
Shar knows he needs a finish or a knockout here.
Mhm.
Okay, let's do it. All right, Ango, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to jump over.
My boy.
Channels. Do we go to channel? Ango, I'm going to send you the link on your Twitter account. Just started following you a second ago. I'm going to send it to you, bro. No rush.
Watch everybody on the timeline is gonna be like fraud check, fraud check. I really hate that term, to be honest.
Yeah, MVP is just that good. Is the honest answer. He's that good if you're going to strike with him.
I like how they put 10-time kickboxing champion. I'm like, sometimes I have to really like look into that. It's like, are you really like a legitimate kickboxer? You know what I mean?
MVP was full contact, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm not like too familiar with that.
I think
'Cause
MVP
you
was. Sorry.
Because you got guys saying like, oh, he's a K1 champion. I think they in Europe they say that, right? Because they said MVP was not MVP. DDP Dricus Duplessis said was like a K1 champion. I'm like, hold up.
K1 South African champion. Man, how bad is the competition in South Africa? He's the K1 champion.
But I think it's K1 rule sets. This is what they meant.
Yes. Yeah, K1 is the amateur rule set that you can get in ISCA and Waco. So you can be a K1 champion as an amateur, and that's typically what they're talking about. Which is fine. Like that's par for the course kind of thing. But yeah, most of the time it's not super legit.
Ooh,
Yeah,
come on.
Oh, nice flying knee. Wow. What would you say if the fight goes to decision? 30-27?
Yep.
Anyone know how to watch for free?
CST Phil. Ango in the house. How you doing, man?
What up? What up? What up?
What's up, Ango?
My boy.
Thank you, fellas.
I'm pumped that you're here.
Thanks for having me. Shit, what are you guys thinking? How's this?
30-27?
Hey, listen, I just turned it on first round, so I didn't watch anything before this. I was out. I don't know what to how the whole card went down or whatever, but I had to watch this one, and so far, Paige, man, he's tricky.
Man, I like that you're just showing off that you have a life. You are out. Oh, you have friends. Oh, so cool, Ango.
Nah, see, the thing is, I'm not used to the UFC being on like this early. I swear to God, I totally forgot. I actually think UFC's marketing for this was pretty shit. So,
Yep.
And then literally, I was on Twitter and I was like, oh fuck, MVP, I gotta watch him. So,
Co-sign with that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any bangers today or what?
Not really. I mean, a couple of good finishes, but that's really about it.
Yeah, this is in Saudi, correct?
Yes, we're about to be the main event next.
I think
Yeah.
the Said Oliveira, Nurmagomedov, Veniscus Oliveira fight was really good.
Lock dog.
Yeah, it was a good
shit.
fight. Actually, I didn't even see the winner of that fight because I walked out to get something. Who won that fight?
Oliveira.
Lock dog pulled it off. All right, let's see.
Yes. So my boy hit me up. I was like, I said take Lock Dog.
Great name too. So cool. Lock Dog? Oh, come on.
You guys said you
Jasmine
had this
does-
30-27?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Could
don't
be
know
29,
how-
28. But
I don't know how far
Whoa.
behind I am. I'm on
whoa,
40,
nice up kick.
40 seconds left in the round 3 is where I'm at. So I have
I'm
no
at 4
idea.
seconds.
Okay.
4
Yeah.
seconds.
That's 15 seconds.
So you're telling me there's no KO?
No.
Don't
Fuck.
think so.
Dingo, I know you covering the Royal Rumble tonight. What are you
Yes,
thinking?
sir.
Jasmine Jazz the Vicious was the
Oh,
GOAT, they're
The
saying.
goat.
For the Royal Rumble, I picked The Rock coming out at 31, and then I picked Charlotte for the women's, but I'm
Wait,
probably wrong.
Isn't there 30 wrestlers competing tonight?
Yeah, but The Rock is a board member and he's a bad guy, so
Makes
I think
sense.
he's gonna use his executive power. We'll see.
Man,
So
your
how's
stuff is
business
so
going?
good. Holy, like your channel's awesome. The streaming, the quality. Holy shit, dude, you're awesome.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that's my full-time gig. I don't know. I love this shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's sick.
How many years, Dingo? How many years now?
I started YouTube back in 2008. And then what was crazy was I had a channel back in the day that had like an insane amount of fucking views, bro. Like insane. And then I don't know, that was like 24 from 2008 to 2014 I quit, completely got away from it, and then 2019 I came back and started this channel. So, and then I just went full time in 2021.
Damn,
There you
good
go.
job, man. Fucking killing it, dude. Yeah, this is great stuff. 2 hours, 2,000 views. Like, bro, come on.
No, honestly, dude, it's weird because certain things will get more views than others, obviously, but I have like a process. Like I really stick to a video format, 3 topics per 2 videos per day. Then I launched my second channel, and that's like more opinion pieces. So, I mean, just the main channel itself does about 1 million plus a month. And then the second channel's like starting to take off a little bit too. So as long as I stick to the process, I don't really look at the numbers.
Here we go. MVP.
30-27.
Upset, I guess. Here come the fraud check tweets.
I feel like UFC's not going to like that. I don't think they want Paige winning.
I think it's fine. He's marketable.
I don't see them marketing him for shit. That's the problem.
He's just too old.
I mean, they're still marketing Michael Chandler, so.
Yeah.
He's got that Dana White privilege, though.
Wow.
Is,
Is that Bullet's first loss?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, his first loss.
Damn.
I guess you can say his first legitimate opponent, you can argue.
Yeah.
Yeah. First, like, yeah, absolutely. Who's messaging me here?
Look at me. I'm the captain now. That's gangster, man. The Captain Morgan.
I forgot I had an article to write as these fights were going on, so I'll get on that there, boys.
So do you write articles as you're like watching the fights?
Yes. So if I'm not talking to you guys, I would probably just like write out what happened in the fight. But even before the fight happened, I have most of the article done already. Like, here's the stakes of the fight. Here's who these guys are, and then I can just update it with what happened essentially. So I'm almost done already.
Yeah, I'd be like wondering you guys get out the articles so quick. I'm just like, you guys are like writing this as you're like watching it. I can't do that
Yeah.
shit.
Most of the time, yeah.
This is why I can never be a journalist. Because first of all, I sucked at writing.
Nah, come on, man. Come on, let's go. I got you.
Dude, I tried to start my own thing when I was like 18. I'm 29 now.
Yeah.
But 18, I was just like, yeah, I suck at writing. I can't do this shit. I got a fucking C in English, so. And then I just stopped.
Man, you don't need to be good at English to do this. This is easy.
Yeah, bro, I'm Asian. I was good at math, surprisingly, huh?
There's help. There's ways to help. You know.
You know what's fucked up? I remember my freshman year, I was so good at math. You know how you get like 100? You know, that's A+. Bro, I was at 124.
Get out of here. What is
My
124?
I'll just fucking do like the extra credit bullshit. Because, yo, fucking easy points, yeah. I want to slack off. I'll lose like 5 points. That's it. And then her name of my teacher, shout out to Miss Carlos. She was like, Phil, I need your help with this class. Can you please tutor some of them? I'm like, you guys don't even pay me. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, my wife is from. Well, she's Filipino, but she's from the Dubai originally. When she showed up in Canada in like grade 10, the teacher had her do the same thing of like, you are so far ahead of these students. Do you mind teaching the class? And then I can tutor some of the students who are way behind while you're doing that. So it's embarrassing, like how far we are behind, like in Canada compared to other people, compared to other countries. I mean,
I think Massachusetts is like one of the best schools, best states to graduate out of, like the highest like education, I guess. I don't know. To be honest, somebody said something to me like that. Like, oh yeah, I guess I graduated, so I must be smart.
that's right. That's right, man. Okay, let me update the banner. Is Rhea Ripley tonight in the Royal Rumble, or is she injured, or what's the deal?
She's the champion. So,
Yeah.
Okay,
So she wouldn't be in the Royal Rumble.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Which is kind of weird, to be honest with you, because I feel like there's only 4 matches. So 2 matches are the Royal Rumble matches, and then one's a tag team championship, and then the other one's
Those matches are usually like an hour, right?
Yeah, sometimes even longer. So,
Any surprise entries you thinking about?
oh, I got a whole bunch of surprise. I have a whole bunch of ideas as to what's a surprise, and then it's really tough because like I have some people that have reached out to me telling me that they're going to be in the Rumble, and usually what ends up happening is every year when I get that text message being like, "Oh, see you Saturday," you know, wink face or whatever. That usually means they're fucking with me, but they're trying to get me to push that narrative out there to like get some buzz, you know. So I have no idea. I feel like that's a lot of wrestlers are smart because they're not in the WWE, but they can always come back as a surprise. And I have a feeling it's all bullshit again because every year it's the same thing.
This is why your prediction video is always so accurate, huh?
You know.
Yeah, people text me.
Yeah, you know, sometimes, you know.
Yeah,
but I swear to God, dude, like this is the one year. I said it before though. This is the one year where like hats off to them. There's like 7 to 8 different options they can go with for winners for both matches, and like you really can't predict it. Like you have no idea.
It's not predictable anymore.
Nah, this year
that's
when the internet makes it hard, to be honest.
Yeah,
I quit when I saw that it was going to be the Roman Reigns show like years ago. I was like, yeah, I'm out of here.
The thing is, like this year, out of every year, it's just there's so many storylines going into the mix. Like before, it was just, oh, we throw 30 people in the Royal Rumble, and then, you know, most of the guys are they're not on TV. Now we actually have somebody, or like we have a situation where there's like 10 different storylines going into the match. So we'll see kind of like what's the one they prioritize the most. You cannot tell. Like they literally stack the deck. So I don't think, honestly, I don't even think there's going to be that many surprises, at least for the men's Rumble. I think there's going to be very, very few, because of how many more important storylines are actually taking place. With the women's, there's not that much substance. So definitely more surprises. That's kind of how it goes, but we'll see.
Where are they doing this at?
It's Indianapolis, Lucas Oil Stadium.
Where the Colts play.
Yeah.
Insane.
Hey, they sold more tickets for this than for WrestleMania so far. So
crazy. The Royal, I'm a super outsider when it comes to wrestling. It's been a few years. I was an Attitude Era guy, and then I dropped out since. But the Royal Rumble is better than WrestleMania.
It's more exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I think you can make that argument, right? Like,
especially with the surprises that would come out throughout the years. The old school wrestlers just popping up out of nowhere. It's like, all right. And plus,
I thought last year's WrestleMania was great. At least night 2. I think night 1 I fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
but
night 2 was sick
because like they opened up the show with Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre, and then Drew McIntyre won the title, and then they hit him with the Money in the Bank cash in. So it was like, all right, we're kicking off the show hot, and then they ended the show great, and especially when they had Cena, Rock, and the Undertaker come out at the end. I love that the fact that the Undertaker showed up, even though originally it was supposed to be Stone Cold, apparently, right?
Yeah.
And then like the Undertaker is kind of like the ghost of WrestleMania, which I kind of appreciate nowadays.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's funny because we're watching UFC as well, I'm just awaiting the second where they have somebody from the UFC enter the Royal Rumble. I don't know if that happens this year, but
Ooh.
I think
Maybe
it's
Kobe.
Usman.
It
Oh,
will
fuck
happen.
no.
It will happen. Absolutely.
I think
Kobe?
1,000,000,000% now that TKO has them both, I think it's very. It's got to be a good enough name that wrestling fans would recognize. I don't know if that's Colby Covington, but
Kobe's worked with TNA in the past,
yeah,
and they just
No, AEW,
like,
right?
or
yeah, both.
Both?
oh,
He did
both.
TNA?
Oh,
I feel like I remember him in TNA, and I feel like he did some stuff on AEW when Jeremy Lambert or whatever his name was,
Yeah.
Dan Lambert.
Yeah, from all the ATT people were
Yeah,
out. No, sorry, ATT. No, it was ATT.
yeah,
'Cause, like,
American Top Team.
mhm.
Yeah, Paige Van Zant and
Yeah, and
Kayla
then-
Harrison were there. Yeah.
Who was Paige Van Zant's husband? Austin something, right?
Vanderford.
Vanderford. Yeah, he was there too. Good times in wrestling, you know. That company, they dropped the ball on that though.
You know who else is dropping the ball right now? AEW.
Oh,
I just can't. I can't lock in, bro. I can't lock in. I'm sorry.
Listen, I could go on and on and on about this.
Trust me, I hear your rants every Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock.
Phil, I apparently I'm not a liked guy back there.
Are
So,
you?
Yeah,
So-
apparently I'm ruffling some feathers, but I really don't give a shit. I mean, dude, you bring Paige Van Zant into your company, who at the time was like everybody was talking about Paige Van Zant, and you know, she obviously was doing a lot of stuff outside of the UFC. You bring her in, you announce that you're signing her and you're going to put her on TV, and you can't even figure out how to do that. Like, come on, man.
No. Look at the comments. Kobe didn't do anything for AEW. Kobe's a fraud. AEW fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Thing is, Paige Van Zant is like a real draw in terms of like, I'll still
Dude,
use
she's-
her name in articles and she gets clicks.
She's on GFL now, and she's doing Power Slap.
Did I hear GFL?
Yeah.
GFL.
Dude, that shit irritated me because they were like, it's a draft, and then everything's all implemented in already. Like, yeah, where like we pick where they go, and like 50% of the roster has to be from that certain location.
Yeah. You know, you guys call me when it's time to do a watch along for GFL.
With the
We'll see.
AI presentation.
We'll see if my phone ever rings.
Dude, this background is better than the GFL's freaking intro video.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kobe used to be with Dan Lambert on Impact in TNA back in the day. I just searched it. So maybe.
Shout out Bobby Lashley, TNA, ATT.
Bobby Lashley was the
Dude, he's talking about maybe doing like a one-off fight.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Celebrity boxing, apparently. That's one of the things he wants to do.
Yeah.
He's one of the decent wrestlers that did a real fight.
I've wondered about Bobby Lashley in MMA. Like, I think he did make the right choice ultimately. If you just look at pay, good for you for going into wrestling. But I think if he really committed to MMA, he could have been very, very good.
I think he kind of joined in a little too late because like now guys were just getting better.
Yeah.
And then like if he was during like the Randy Couture era when Brock Lesnar was the champ, you know, I think he would have fit in perfectly. Wow, when he was like fighting, the Cain Velasquez was already around. Junior Dos Santos was already around. You know,
That's true.
those guys would have easily stopped his takedowns and just knocked him out on the feet.
That's true.
I just don't think he gets past USADA.
That man ain't getting past anything, to be honest.
He had that one fight with Bob Sapp, and it was
Dude, anybody beat Bob Sapp.
Anybody beats Bob Sapp, but they did not do drug testing for that fight because it's Bobby Lashley versus Bob Sapp.
Bob Sapp used to be like the biggest draw in Japan, which is pretty impressive.
So we spoke to him a while back, and I don't know. He's Bob Sapp all day long. Like, he doesn't
Bro,
change.
Does
He
he
was
live in
like-
South Korea now?
Yeah, and he's like speaks Portuguese and Japanese and like all these other like he's a really interesting guy. But we were like, Bob Sapp, do you want to come for an interview? And he was like, Bob Sapp would love to do an interview with you if you can tell me 3 facts about Bob Sapp.
What?
No joke.
Movie star, NFL player, And shit, what was the other one? And then he almost fought Mike Tyson. That's 3 facts.
3 facts. Man, he had a pachinko machine in casinos because he's such a big deal. He had our number 1 single in Japan.
What? For real?
Yeah. Sap Time or something like that. I think he's still famous. But yeah, he was the guy for a bit.
You know who should be more famous now is Blob Tang. You ever heard of Blob Tang?
Yeah.
Dude, he actually follows me on Instagram, dude. He's like the coolest dude ever.
No, I swear to God, I found him because of following you.
Dude, he loves to fish, man. He'll send me like randomly like a picture of him fishing.
No way.
Like, you better eat that shit.
Man, hook us up. I want to hang out with Blob Tang.
I don't know. He doesn't know that I'm Cambodian. I guess the country's at war, so I just keep that secret.
Yeah, he actually wouldn't be probably cool with that at all.
I was on a podcast not too long ago with some guy from Thailand and one of my other homies. I asked him about it. He's like, yeah, it's a weird border war thing going on. I was like, that's funny just because like in America, like Thailand and Thais and Cambodians get along so well. You know, with Southeast Asia, so like we're all one. While I was over there, it's like, nah, like we want control of the border and everything like that.
Yeah. Did you hear about the Muay Thai issues as well?
Yeah, so apparently, like a lot of guys don't like you'd never see a Cambodian on One Friday Fights just because of like the issues they have, and like you'll never see a Thai person in Cambodia fighting Kun Khmer over there because of the issues. But I guess they're kind of opening up right now because they had the SEA Games, the Southeast Asia Games, right now. But then like after that, it's like, all right, fuck you, stay out of my country. It's weird.
Well, they even had when they held the Southeast Asian Games in Cambodia, they changed the name traditionally, or normally it would be Muay Thai, but because it was in Cambodia, they were like, oh yeah, we'll just change the name to Kun Khmer. And then Thailand protested and pulled all their guys out. Like they're super serious about it. And I talked to white guys who live in Thailand because they, whatever. That's weird. But I don't trust those white guys in Thailand. But they were like, they were like, Tim, seriously, don't joke about it. Like you will get stabbed over that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's pretty serious out there, from what my boy tells me. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm not America, man. So we're all one over here. Southeast Asia. Speaking of Southeast Asia, we're having the TLC New Year, which is Thai, Laos, Cambodia New Year coming up soon.
Thai, Laos, Cambodia. Tell me everything. I don't know anything about this.
It's just like a big festival that goes on for pretty much like a month. It's supposed to be like a week. So like a lot of Southeast Asians, especially in America, just love to party. So like you'll just see Hennessy everywhere and Heineken. So freaking, and then another thing we celebrate over here is the Waterfest, which is a bunch of Asian countries because I'm from Massachusetts, so in Low, Massachusetts, which is like Cambodia town, like number 3 in the U.S., we have the boat race where every country gets a boat and then they race each other in the big ass river. Pretty cool.
That sounds awesome. That sounds cooler than most MMA fights that we watch. That sounds super cool, man.
No, that's something I want to like travel and go see, dude. That sounds really cool.
But the thing is, Low's not a good destination, so I wouldn't suggest even coming out here.
If you want to see the real Cambodia, come over here to Connecticut. We'll show you the real Cambodia.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, who do you guys got in this fight?
Angle, what are you thinking? You kick us off.
Let me give you my professional MMA analysis.
Well, hold on, Angle. Before you say anything, do you have a bet in?
Have a what?
Do you have a bet in right now?
No.
Because you used to send me 10 pick parlays.
I know.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Couple of them hit though.
I remember the Alex Pereira one. I remember.
Yeah, happy wife, happy life. So no more gambling.
Yeah,
there you go. There you go.
Here, yeah.
I pick Adesanya, to be honest. And I think Adesanya wins. Believe it or not, I think he ends up getting the finish. And then I think he's going to call out Dricus or Strickland for, because that's the next pay-per-view. Simple as that.
Okay.
Would love for that to happen.
I want Izzy to win, but like based on the odds, I feel like Imavov's going to win. Like, he's a small underdog. But usually when it's that close, like the underdog usually wins. That's just from like a gambling perspective. And if Izzy does win, they maybe might just give him Khamzat. Who knows? That's a big fight, And Add another name to Kamzat's record.
Yeah, I don't think they want to give up on Izzy just yet.
Possibly. I don't know who's below him. They're not gonna do Whitaker now because they're buddies now.
Yeah.
Aw, they're the best. That's the cutest little thing.
And if Izzy gets dropped or if he taps, anything happens today where he just gets decimated, Royal Rumble 2026.
Hey, he's perfect for it, man.
But you know who wants it so bad as Daniel Cormier? That's like his dream.
Dude,
He's always wanted to do it.
His back is like is bad. So I don't think he can do it. To be honest, I don't think he can go over the rope.
I guess he's winning.
With DC on commentary though for the WWE, I can see that.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, he'd be great at that. All right, Israel Adesanya switching stances, active feints, looking like an aggressive Izzy.
Like these leg kicks, Izzy.
Yep.
Oh my God. No, I'm kidding.
Dang it.
Damn, I was thinking about doing that myself.
I had to.
Bro sent chills down my back. Like, yo, what was happening?
Yeah.
What are you guys at? I'm at 354.
350.
426.
Yeah, Matt, but yeah, 4 minutes. Hang on.
Come on.
No, that's the best though. If you have like a whole bunch of friends, you just text some random reactions and they have no idea what's going on because you're like far ahead of them, you know?
Dude, I was thinking about doing that to you when we were talking about Bernardo Sapai.
Oh my God, I would have cried.
But I was like, nah, I don't play that game, especially when it's a countryman.
Yeah. Hey, us Albanians, we don't really have that many representatives in this, you know, in the sport. So when we get them from time to time,
kickboxing.
Yeah. Kickboxing, yes. Glory has had quite a few, honestly, but we're waiting for UFC, you know. We want somebody to get the belt. So
Tim's got that Glory Connect.
Yeah, no problem getting Albanians. Lots of Albanians in Glory and talented too.
Yeah.
You worked with them before, right? Or not for them, but like with them.
Yep. Yeah. They're on and off to international media. Like sometimes they're just focused on Dutch and that's cool. And sometimes they're focused on international media and that's cool too. But yeah, they're on and off. But yeah, definitely been close in the past. And yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
All right, cool. We back in the game. We back. I don't know why my camera's broken, but it don't matter.
Shit.
Beautiful jab.
Kind of crazy. This is a free card now. Izzy's on a free card.
Yeah.
He's not a draw, dude.
What?
Yeah, I'm just fucking around, obviously. Oh, my bad. I'd be swearing, man. Hopefully I don't get you guys like demonetized.
I don't care. It's okay.
I didn't even think about that, man.
I just don't even worry.
Don't you swear all the time in your live stream?
Hell yeah.
I'll be at work just chilling and just listening to you just go off.
Yeah, it just depends. You know, if I'm feeling kind of spicy.
That stuff really demonetizes you, right?
I don't know. So I don't get demonetized, but
because I got my boy who do like the weekly like UFC breakdowns. Like, man, can you calm down on the swearing? You're kind of a little aggressive with it too much.
Yeah. I know on YouTube, if you say it within like the first minute, you're pretty much screwed.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh my God.
Wait for the rest of us. Hang on.
Yeah, because I just see them both hugging, to be honest. So
wait, I'll give you a second angle. Oh, he's left. That was a beautiful uppercut. Holy
it was.
How did I end up on top? No diddy.
Come on. All right. Yes. Get out of there. All right, Izzy looks ready to fight now.
Got hit once. Turned on.
Nice little wake up call.
Yeah.
Was that round one Imavov?
I don't know.
And well, with
Oof.
jabs and low kicks.
I can't score the fight. I'm too biased.
Yeah, I like Izzy. But yeah, I would think based on what we're, damage, gotta be Nassourdine Imavov, right? Maybe I'm totally wrong, and that's okay.
I think he's Muslim, right?
He was born.
Biased judges.
I think he was born in like Dagestan or something weird like that, and then moved to France.
Yep.
I have it 10-7, Izzy. I'm kidding.
I would say Imavov round one.
Yeah. That was a nice uppercut, though.
Izzy up one.
Yes, most of my group chat saying Izzy. I think keep seeing Izzy's name.
Yeah, I think Izzy won it, but I'm rooting for him to win. Oh,
Yeah.
eye poke.
Oh, come on, guys.
All right, nothing. We good. Let's go. Oh no!
Oh!
No!
Oh my God!
Hold on, fellas. Hold on.
Oh! Holy sh! My goodness, what a cross. Holy crap. Perfect setup. Perfect land. Perfect weight shift. Oh, man. What a win. We got a new blood at
There's no
middleweight.
fuck.
Oh, he
I'm
just-
delayed.
You were so far behind.
Oh
Dude,
my God. Hey, they about to fly his ass to Indianapolis right now. He's going to the Royal Rumble because he's done in the UFC after this.
Jesus. Damn. Oh.
Let's see that. Bam. Perfect. What is he doing? Was he setting up a left hook or something? Jab. Yeah, I think he was trying to do a jab left hook.
Wow. Yep, boys. That time.
Jab.
We gotta the flag. To wave the flag for Izzy, man. That's 3 straight losses.
Yeah. And like the first two, whatever. You lose to Alex Pereira, or sorry, you lose to Sean Strickland. Kind of sucks. Loses to Drickus. Fair enough. I don't know. Nassourdine was not that guy. You know what I mean?
Because most of his wins are kind of like controversial or just weird. You know what I mean? Like
God damn it.
What was the fight we had? Chris Kerr's like multiple eye pokes, right?
Oh,
Or
those
some
were
shit like
days.
that.
Oh, Nassourdine. Yeah, Nassourdine's like, yeah, he's not super highly rated.
The Jared Cannonier was a bit controversial.
Yep.
And then he had that weird fight against Roman Dolidze.
Yeah, I know. Everything about it is just a little
Like this one was like, yeah, like great win.
Oh, they got a photograph of the uppercut. That's amazing.
Damn, Shara and Izzy Lawson. Let's go.
What a day.
It might be the last fight for Izzy, man. It's crazy.
Yes.
Man, get him on Australia because that card needs some fucking help.
Dude, that one sucks. I feel so bad for Australia.
So, the thing is, like, the reason why UFC puts on cards like that because the guys will pay to go.
Yep. There we go. see. I can switch. Add background.
Well, how many wins is that for Imavov?
I think it's 4 in a row now.
Okay, so that's back-to-back finishes.
Mm.
Nassourdine, Imavov knocks out.
French MMA is up right now.
French MMA. It's overdue.
Okay, so his last 4 fights. Head clash with Chris Curtis, Rome Delitse, was like he had the illegal soccer kick, Jared Cannonier, and then he had the Brendan Allen fight.
Just weird stuff up and down.
Imavov beat Cannonier?
Yeah,
Yep.
it was a bit controversial because like it was kind of like an early stoppage.
I don't remember that, I swear.
It was like a main event in like Kansas City at all places.
There's so much like middle ranked guys in the middleweight division where there's so many fights that I can't remember all the stupid middleweight fights that have happened, you know?
Damn, it makes me sad when you know like the Izzy and Rob Whitaker era is over.
That sucks. Thanks for
And
that.
now the DDP era is here.
Fuck. Dude, as he said it like he said it best. Like DDP is like the best shit fighter we've ever seen.
The thing is, it just works. Whatever that weird thing does that he does, it's weird. It just works for some reason.
It's like the UFC hypes him up, the former K1 champion.
Fuck off.
They just call anybody a K1 champion at this point.
I swear I could find 4 people and I could pick up a K1. No, maybe I will. That's not a bad idea. Okay, working on the article. We're gonna get out in 20 seconds. All right, what's next week? Is UFC 312 next week, or is that the week?
Dude, that card's horrendous. Yeah, UFC 312. That card's ass. Like, I'm sorry.
Good.
It's like for the international pay-per-views. Yeah, just put Strickland and DDP on it. Canada and freaking Australia.
Man, I can't. That sounds so uninteresting. That's definitely not a get up early.
What time would that be for you?
Like 5 a.m. So I can sometimes, either stay up or get up very early to watch it.
Oh, Taporia's brothers fighting on this card next week.
Oh, that might be good. That's decent.
I think this is older brother too.
Champion.
Taporia's brother is like him getting signed reminds me of when Figgy's brother got signed.
Go on.
He got cut real quick.
Oh. Okay, Nassourdine, Imavov. Yep, good, great. Looks good.
What do you upload your article to? Low kick?
Yeah, this is the low kick one.
How many outlets do you work for?
Man, so many. Okay.
So you work for Low Kick, Beyond Kick, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you own Calf Sport, right? Calf Kick Sports.
Yeah.
And then Muay Thai. I don't know if you still run that one.
That's actually yes. That's the same umbrella as low kick. Oddly enough.
Oh, okay.
With them,
Combat Press,
of course.
Do you run that one or
no? No.
Okay.
But the guy doesn't really care what I do with it, so that's cool. And then I started with Fighters Only recently as well, which was really cool. Fighters Only is that's actually a really good. That's like a real publication.
Yeah. I seen Kyle Diamond left Fighters Only. He went to a Bloody Elbow.
Yeah, Kyle Diamond's super good. I like Kyle a lot. Really smart, successful guy.
Yeah, he was he was on like some Nigerian TV show, like the newscast recently.
Yeah, I know, man. I don't know who his agent is or whatever, but he knows what he's doing in this industry.
People have agents like that.
No, that's the thing of like how else would he be getting all this stuff?
I know somebody from Bloody Elbow, so he must, it's always good to have connections with people.
Yeah.
And they didn't even interview Izzy after the fight. Thought they would have talked to him at least.
Did my boy dirty.
Out of here. All right, let's do a quick one-off for the main event, UFC 312. Ango, let's start with you. Main event, Dricus du Plessis, Sean Strickland. What are your feelings?
F them both.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Screw them both. To be honest with you, though, I hate picking this, but I think Strickland gets it done, man.
Yeah. Wow, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, Strickland. We got one for Strickland. Okay.
Yeah.
Me, I'm actually going with a more dominant win for DDP in this one.
Right.
I think he finishes Strickland.
I am also going with DDP. Just more same thing what you said. Just a more dominant win, and I just think Sean just does the same shit every fight. Where at least Dricus tries to improve every single fight. He's gonna mix it up more. Probably get more takedowns and finish him on the ground. To be honest, I think we were gonna get a TKO stoppage from Dricus, ground and pound.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with. I'm hoping that Sean Strickland gets the crap beat out of him.
Yeah.
Dude, could you imagine if he wins, bro? Again in Australia? He's done it once.
Man, I can't. Like, the Nazis have won too many things in MMA recently. We gotta stop. Like,
Okay,
Sean Strickland can't.
But like a genuine question though for you guys. Do you feel like Strickland has not learned from his first fight with Dricus? Because I feel like he has, to be honest.
Nah. Just the thing is, like every fight I've seen, he always performs the same. It's like teep kick, jab, 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 and then one straight, and then just looks at you, talk shit, like, come on, let's go to war, and then just does nothing after.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
And it's just like every single fight. But like the thing is, he'll never stop moving forward, regardless. I mean, he's good at like stuffing takedowns, but I think maybe Dricus might have just figured him out. Usually, like when the champion beats the guy the first time in the close fight, he usually dominates the second one.
Yeah. And man, this is such a tough fight to sell. Like, I'm so uninterested in this fight. Like, man, yeah, he's gonna jab, teep kick him, and the other guy's gonna be fucking Dricus is just a mess. You know what I mean? This guy can barely get it together sometimes. It's yeah.
I feel like if you put this on the Apex, nobody would bat an eye. Like, yeah, we should have more Apex championship fights, and it'd be fights like this one. And then you got. I mean, honestly, I'm more interested in Zhang Weili versus Tatiana Suarez. So
yes,
yeah,
man, the hype Tatiana Suarez. He's got
the hype on Tatiana for years, man. It's just like, is it going to pay off now? You know,
if
after
she can
all the
stay,
injuries,
I don't know. Can she stay healthy? And it's a neck and back injury. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, especially in back injuries, man. They never end up well for fighters because we've seen like guys like DC, and his back was. Ben Askren, those guys, every time guys get like back surgery, man, their career never pans out after.
No, back is super serious. All right, man.
I think she's gonna get knocked out.
That's fucking serious. You mean it?
Yes. She's terrible with her striking. Her stand-up sucks. Like, and
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
She's getting knocked out against Zhang.
She's probably just gonna get a takedown, right?
Well, can she keep Zhang on the ground?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Zhang Weili's really good, does really good homework, really good tape study kind of person. So I can see her doing very well in this match. But the thing is, like, that top position wrestling does so well in MMA. It's almost like a cheat code, you know?
Yeah, but I think she's too one-dimensional, Tatiana Suarez. Zhang Weili is just we're in 2025, man. You can't be one-dimensional. So I think the better overall fighter is going to win this next Saturday.
Let's go. All right, guys. Man, I appreciate you guys being here. Phil, CS News Today. Link is down below. Jermaine, Calf Kick Sports. Appreciate you being here. Ango, you were like the biggest celebrity we've had on a live stream. Appreciate you being here.
Stop. Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm just a normal ass guy, dude.
Fine. We got the normal ass guy here. Guys, appreciate your time. Thanks for talking some MMA with me for the last couple hours. Appreciate it. If y'all need anything, I'm here for y'all.
Thank you. Hey, thanks for having me.
Peace.
Cheers.